Well, they told white people to stay away from Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and it seems that we listened. I know I didn't go see it. I'm waiting until it comes out on streaming to watch it. I may not even watch it when it comes out on streaming. I don't know. I hear that it's boring. I might watch the tribute to Chadwick Boseman at the beginning, but other than that, there's really no other need to watch it because Black Panther doesn't show up until the last 10 minutes of the movie, and it's Shuri. And people are looking at this like, are you telling me that this 98-pound little girl, basically with no muscles, no athletic ability whatsoever, is Black Panther over what Chadwick Boseman looked like? No, you can't suspend reality that much. But we're looking today at the numbers for the new Black Panther. This is from Twitter, from the Quartering, one of the guys that I follow on YouTube. I'm not going to call him an influencer. I hate that word. Social media influencer, they should ban that word. They told white people to stay home from Black Panther 2, and it worked. Top number is the original, bottom is the sequel demographics. So we take a look here that on the original Black Panther from 2018, 35% of the box office was Caucasian and 37% was black. Then you had 18% Hispanic, 5% Asian. The new Black Panther Wakanda Forever now is 44% black, 21% Hispanic, which is above Caucasian, and only 20% of the box office were Caucasians. Well, they told us to stay away. They told us this movie wasn't for us, this movie wasn't made for us, and there's no need for us to go watch it, and we listened. Even here, the Washington Post has an article that says, is Wakanda Forever too woke for Marvel's own good? That's what some critics argue. Let's look at the numbers. And then they go on to, they don't really tell us the numbers, but Black Panther, 2018's Black Panther is the 14th highest grossing film of all time. Wakanda Forever will also factor into speculation about whether the MCU has entered an artistic and commercial downturn, especially among critics who claim that the franchise has become too diverse or woke for its own good. According to this narrative, attention to diversity in casting and storytelling can drive white audiences away and hurt media companies' bottom line. That's perfectly true. Now, whether you like it or not, whether it's right or not, Marvel and comic books in general have always been geared towards white audiences, nerdy people like me growing up into Star Wars and into comics and into superheroes. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't black people or people of color like me, because I know that there are, and I have friends that are, and they're just as nerdy as I am, but there's far fewer on the color side than there are on the white side of people that grew up just completely nerdy and into comic books. And the bottom line is, if you don't cater to your audience, then if you don't give your audience what they want, then they're not going to come and look at your product. And that's something that Disney and Marvel and Disney Star Wars and even DC to a certain extent haven't figured out. And I don't understand why these people can't figure out that, okay, it's fine to have diversity and it's fine to have all this other stuff, but you're not going to make money. And if you're in the business of making money, then you're going to have to put out products that people want. And frankly, I don't want to go see an all-female led person of color superhero movie, especially when it's put out there and I'm told that this movie wasn't made for me. I went to see Black Panther. It was okay. It was good. It wasn't my favorite Marvel movie. It's not the best Marvel movie that was made, but I went to see it and it was enjoyable. But this one here, I'm not interested. I'm just not interested in seeing Latita Wright as the Black Panther. I'm here today with my son, so he's getting a little upset over there. Say hi, Kyle. Okay. We take a look here on Metacritic at Black Panther Wakanda Forever because Rotten Tomatoes, the audience score is super high. It's around 98%. But if you look on Metacritic, the user score is at 5.5, which is mediocre at best. And even the critic reviews are at 67 on Rotten Tomatoes. They're in the 80s, which is lower than the original Black Panther, just by the way. But the user score here is sitting at 5.5, and that's not great. That's not great for this movie. Uh, I'm not super. Here we go. Let's see. It was okay, a bit emotionally manipulative, and the acting was good. Uh, then you have a 1, and you have a 5, a 0, an 8, a 1, a 0, a 0, a 7, a 0. I'm I'm not saying that these are review bombs. It's possible that some are, but I'm gonna go and say that a lot of them probably aren't because I've heard people from people that I trust that have seen the movie that just say it's not worth sitting there for 2 hours and 41 minutes of your life watching this movie. You can go. They have a great, you know, Chadwick. They at the beginning, Chadwick Boseman. They have a tribute to him, which is great. And then I guess in the mid-credit scene, there's another awesome tribute to Chadwick Boseman. But then the rest of the movie is basically just filler. And we've even heard from some other people that have come out and black people, a black woman uh, specifically made a video. She's a TikTok person, and she put the movie down, saying she doesn't want to go see a movie that's led by a female cast of strong female characters that are completely unbelievable. And all the men in the movie are just a bunch of weak little crybabies. I don't want to see that kind of movie either. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there that don't want to see that kind of movie. And it's showing in the reviews and it's showing in the box office because this movie is not making as much money as the previous Black Panther movie. And it doesn't look like that it's going to even come close to making $1 billion. It may make enough money to gain a profit, but it's not going to go much further past that. It may make a profit, it may not, because it had a huge drop off between Sunday and Monday last week. And I know Monday is not a day that a lot of people would go to the theater, but when you take a look at Thor, Love and Thunder, and Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, the drop off between Sunday and Monday was less than it was for Black Panther. People went to see Black Panther over the weekend, and they told their friends, you don't need to see it. It's not good. Did Black Panther drive away white viewers? One indicator how Wakanda Forever will shape the MCU's future can be found in how audiences reacted to 2018's Black Panther, led by the same team. Yeah. So, anyway, it doesn't look like as many people are going to see this. It definitely doesn't look like as many white people are going to see this. And it's probably because we were told not to. And that's about all I have for you today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please smash the like button. Share it to all your friends out there. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I would appreciate it if you would do that and ring the bell for notifications. And I will see you next time.